I got him on my other pad. Look, I work. Hey, look, Boosie, you say I work for them people. DJ Khaled, Drake, Lil Wayne, Birdman, and the rest of them. Um, who else? Queen Latifah, Tyrese, Keisha Cole. You know, shout out to Marianne, baby mama. Shout out to much love to her. Blueprint, beat 3LW, Blueprint them. All the rest of them, shout out to them. From a 3LW, they need to come back out. Who else? There's so many other people. Cameron, um, um, Bun B throw the punchline at me. Shout out to him too. Guys, even though it's slickery stuff going on, but thank you for throwing the punchline. Um, who else? OG Spoon. OG Spoon. Thank him for throwing the punchline. Um, um, Even though y'all on some other stuff, um, OG Pee Wee, thank you for doing. Even though it's lies, OG Pee Wee, thank you. But let me tell you something. I can go on the Senator website called Labor, and I can be playing music for different artists, and stuff can be done overseas. I got this whole thing figured out. This whole idea of creating a music mansion building. I got this whole thing figured out where we are gonna play music mansion. I got it all figured out. So a Dallas rapper said, "Come to me when you want to get your music played." Lil Boosie, you lied. I can tell you, I go to the Cinder's website and I can put out work for Lil Baby, Lil Dirt, DJ Khaled, OTF, Cameron, Jim Jones, and I can just constantly promote. If Bun B willing to have me, if that's the if Houston is willing to have me, I got a great idea. If Houston is willing to have me, I have a great idea. If they willing to have me, Paul Wall, he was friends with BG. I got a great idea. BG, holding it down for him in this morning. I go to labor, and I play on the Senator's website. He said something, and I holding it down for him. So we have to know this music business. And BG get out, and I'm playing his music. He can get he can get out BG from New Orleans because he told me to stay on my shit. Go to CNN in another song and talk to Hot Boy Twerk. I work for Hot Boy Twerk from the Hot Boys. So I want him to be able to, I want them to listen to my ideas. I don't want no confusion, just listen and understand. I've been talking to Hot Boy Twerk on thing, and I've been communicating with BG. Somebody got to BG and communicate. I want to thank that because I recognize his cousin from New Orleans. I used to be in the East apartment with him in New Orleans, and me and my brother used to play with fire extinguishers. And I remember him showing a note to us as a kid. I was still a little kid, he was a little older. He said, "Hubert, I want y'all to stay out badass out of trouble." And I used to be a wrestler, and I used to pair cold drink Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I used to rock bottom my girlfriends. Back when I was a kid, I used to act like a wrestler in New Orleans. I was a big wrestling fan. And back in the day, when Lil Wayne them and Lil Wayne and Gutter and them used to be on the porch, I was too bad. Gutter didn't want to let me on there. I used to act like a wrestler, and I used to be acting like Stone Cold, and I used to get on the fence, and I used to throw cold drink on me. And I remember Darlene, she got kids now, and Bebe from New Orleans, Bebe still in New Orleans. Darlene got kids, twin sisters, and I remember Darlene and all of the rest of them. I used to watch Lil Wayne sit on the porch. It got this video on what video on what man shake it like Beyonce. I used to watch Squad Up, get in the car, and I watched Lil Wayne come with a badass bitch. Man, gutting them in T Streets. That car they had on, shit get like Beyonce. I watched Wayne pull up in that bitch and come out with a badass bitch. And I was like, Wayne, I was like, what? But T Streets used to hang with this girl over there in the apartment that we used to allow her to, we used to chill by. And we used to, one of the squad members in the apartment, East apartment in New Orleans. And we used to chill by in New Orleans East. And I used to chill over there. We used to eat the food and everything. And they hold us down and like, and just chill over there. Like, I got stabbed when I was in New Orleans, when I was in East. But this girl brother, um, he came in there tight shop every day. I can't, if I see him again, dude, I remember you was back on your shit. And her brother, because I got stabbed because of videotape or something. One of my brothers, Cornell, and the rest of them, I saw a videotape. So, like number one stunner say, I be taping a bitch. I like to show my partner footage. I used to watch Lil Wayne sit on the porch with a white t-shirt and jogging pants, and when he had his hair out. Sometimes he come with the G-Wagon, and Victor and Vincent used to come in the apartment. Victor and Vincent, we used to shoot basketball hoop with the squad up and them. And Victor got caught on Canal Street with squad up and them. And I used to tell him, hold up, where Victor and Vincent at? But they got caught. I'm not gonna mind my door because in the apartment they let us have our own goal. Each apartment in New Orleans, they let us have. We didn't have a gym to go to, and the gym was farther. But each apartment let us have our own goal. I call Mooney Cornell baby mama. I got my friend Cornell that's in New Orleans right now. Mooney, she was in a bounce video in New Orleans. She's in a bounce video. I like, hold up, I gotta tell my boy Cornell, cause he's still cool with Pepper Tree, all the rest of them in there. He's still cool. I was like, Pepper Tree cool with my brother and Cornell. A girl named Moon got a baby by my boy Cornell, and I'm asking her, hold up. She's in a bounce video in New Orleans. Mooney and the rest of them. I used to act like a wrestler, but in there, we used to see. I remember seeing Birdman in the mall. I think I was standing on the West Bank one of them time before, and Birdman had a white collar shirt on and some blue jeans on, and he had some stuff on, and and I stared at him. He had a flip phone at that time in the New Orleans mall, and I remember just staring at him. And you know, Birdman looked different in person when he's not in the video. Y'all think he looked some type of way, but he looked different. And I remember standing by that rack center. He was close by the door, and I remember just staring at him. This is a true story. Birdman might don't remember that, but this is a true story. This is a true story. And I was a little badass. And when I didn't know how to swim, one of my friends in the East apartment, when I came from the East apartment in New Orleans, was squad and them stayed in, and I come back for a couple of weeks from the doctor. He said, Hubert, I was scared to go into deep water, right? And he said, Hubert, I'm gonna show you how to swim. And I never forget that what they taught me, like in the East apartment. I never forget what they taught me in there. Like to them, since then, I always keep what my friends taught me in the East apartment in New Orleans. Even though I was in a band in Fantasy Wind before they turned into elementary school. And they got this girl that peed in this girl mouth in Fantasy Winds. And I remember him when I played in the band before they turned into elementary school. And I remember him telling me, stop, listen to the beat. And My band director didn't like me. He was mad. Like he used to always keep me under the desk when I act up. Like I didn't have to play instrument with people or anything. So tell little Boosie this. I'm working for somebody. I'm working for you. Sitting there with little baby. Little Breezy sitting out there with little baby. You don't even know I work for Kevin Gates too, huh? Why I don't work for you, Boosie? Hmm? What's the question for that? And everybody lied. What's the question for that? And they not mentioning my name, but the enemy gonna try to get something, right? So this is for Lil Boosie, and I want him, and I go to listen to the rap site. That's how I work for Lil Baby, DJ Khaled, right? Drake, Nicki Minaj, right? Labor, that Dallas rapper that said, come to me if you want to get your music played. And OG period, the price we gonna pay to find out, right? Intel, right? Well, look at him. Look at him. I can tell you I work for Taylor Swift. I got a lot of ideas for this music mansion building. It's gonna help Taylor Swift out and help a lot of other people out. God said, Boosie, you're trying to stop before what y'all did to me in 2019 and you and MO3 and Yellow Breezy. No, you didn't want to hear me. If Kevin Gates heard about me on Instagram and he knows about me on Instagram, what is the problem? You didn't want to listen to me. You know about me. Just like that black kid told you know who that person is. Just like that black kid told you. God said, if I was here, you would deny who I am too. You don't believe in me, Yellow Breeze. You don't believe in me, Boosie. You don't believe in me, Boosie. You would deny who I am too. God said you would deny who I am.